We had an amazing time at the Pbexpo 2024, one of the top trade shows featuring new ideas in the aviation and aerospace industries. Our patent professor, John Rizvi, was also invited as a keynote speaker and delivered his presentation entitled Escaping the Gray. When launching your aviation idea, full throttle is the only option.
Thank you guys, I'm so excited to be here today. The single biggest change in patent law in this century is that the patent office went from a first to invent system, where you're protected if you invent first, to a first to file system. I see so many ideas, and then I've spoken to so many of you at your booths that are talking about new ideas, displaying new ideas, and they're not protected. Something happens to us as adults. We grow up and we get that optimism beat out of us. We no longer think it's possible to pursue our dreams. So what do? We dream small and we dream safe. We stay inside that comfort zone that President Theodore Roosevelt warned us about. I became an engineer, but I wanted to be a patent attorney, and not just any patent attorney. I wanted to work at the law firm of Fish and Need in New York City. First they ignore you, then they laugh at you, and then they fight you. Well, if you have an idea, you have something you want to bring to market, I urge you to fight back. But 5 days later, I got a letter in the mail, and it was from Fish and Need. My hands were trembling. It was my dream law firm, asking me to come on board and join them as an attorney. And I joined Fish and Need in New York City. I wanted to find the Steve Jobs and Bill Gates of this world before they became Apple or Microsoft. But at the same time, I was scared to leave the security and prestige of Fish and Need and go out on my own. This was that triggering point for me. This was the thing that pushed me over the edge. So I quit. Nobody quits to start their own law firm. And I was starting my law firm in South Florida, where I'm from. And I was told that you can't make it as a solo attorney. There's no stability in having your own law firm, and it's a risky proposition. Well, ironically, 2 years after I left, the big prestigious law firm of Fish and Need dissolved. And today, they no longer exist. They're little more than a historic footnote. But that piddly little one-person law firm that I started some 20 years ago has grown to over 60 lawyers, engineers. We have 4 former patent examiners. We have illustrators, an entire team. For the last 5 years in a row, my law firm has made the Inc. 5000 list of fastest growing private companies in the country, and is the 53rd fastest growing law firm in the country. I believe my reason for being born in this world is to show inventors that you don't have to fit some perfect mold to pursue your idea. And your idea does not have to be this super complex, convoluted flux capacitor that a lot of people think you have to have in order to get a patent. Take that chance that you've been putting aside. If you're waiting for that irritating stranger to really tip you over that edge, this is the best I can do. And if you're thinking about doing something, you're not sure, start emailing me a weekly email of your innermost thoughts on why you're not pursuing it. And I promise I'll write back a kinder, less harsh email, but hopefully something that triggers you over the edge. So that's all I have. Thank you so much.